Welcome to Jain Tech Networks. Thanks to all students. We reached 15,000 subscriber.
Yes.
Okay. So let's start our discussion on Fortinet Firewall device. Today we'll focus on topic discussion first. Wait. Okay, so we have 14 modules into this Fortinet Firewall training, and this complete training everyone will take minimum 24 to 28 hours. Please turn off your mic. If you have any question, you can unmute, no problem. So this complete training will take minimum 24 to 28 hours. And what I can provide you from my side, I can provide you slides. Okay, slides and notes. Slides and notes and lab setup software. Lab setup software so that you can create lab on your laptop. Minimum hardware requirement for lab setup is 8 GB RAM. 8 GB RAM and Core i5 machine. Puneet. If you guys have Core i5 machine, then you can set up your lab. I will share all the image. Okay. Fortinet Firewall image and EVNG application. Now let's focus on topic discussion. So here we have 14 modules. First topic is called Introduction and Initial Configuration. And see guys, this training is related with NSC 4. So after this training, you can go for NSC 4 examination. And in case if you're looking for a dumps question for practice, so I can share with you, no problem. Now, so the first topic is what? Introduction and initial configuration. Into this topic, we will focus on product family information. Product family means for example, in case if I'm working with in a small network, so which firewall is suitable for my organization, or you can say which series of the firewall devices are suitable for my organization. So product family information we can discuss, like entry-level firewall device, mid-range firewall device, or large enterprise deployment. Next, you can focus here into this same introduction and initial configuration. Next, you can focus on certification discussion. Like we have multiple certification in Fortinet, NSC 4, NSC 5, NSC 6, NSC 7, NSC 8. So we can discuss a little bit about certification also. After that, we'll discuss what is the default factory configuration. If I have a entry-level firewall device, or if I have a mid-range firewall device, or if I have a high-end appliance, so what is the default configuration? And in case if I want to manage Fortinet firewall device through CLI command, so we can discuss all basic CLI command here. After that, you can go for graphical configuration, how to take a backup, how to restore, how to upgrade your operating system or OS version. Okay. How to configure interfaces like physical interface, logical interface. Okay, logical interface means what? Like VLAN interface, aggregate interface. Okay, Ether channel you can configure, red interface you can configure. So multiple options are available for logical interfaces. But yes, you can configure your physical interface like LAN interface, WAN interface, gigabit, Ethernet 0/0, 0/1. These are physical interfaces. Okay, in case if you want to create multiple firewall administrators to manage your firewall device, okay, you need multiple firewall administrators. So yes, you can create. We can discuss here. The topic is RBAC, role-based access control concept. So only this introduction and initial configuration, this concept, this chapter number 1 will take minimum 3 to 4 hours to finish it. Clear my point, Puneet? Shulman?
Yes,
So after
Yes.
basic configuration, or interface configuration, we can move for the routing. So why routing is required? Because for routing feature we have a dedicated appliance, right? Router device. For routing feature we have a dedicated appliance, router. We can configure routing on router, static routing, default, dynamic option. Okay, Fortinet is what? Fortinet is the next generation firewall device. So our focus is on what? Our focus is on how to work with next generation firewall feature, how to work with next generation firewall device. Okay, so Fortinet is giving you option. Fortinet vendor is giving you option in case if you want to configure routing on your device, you can configure. Like Palo Alto, okay, Cisco Firepower, Checkpoint firewall device, you can configure routing. And here I'm not telling you about static routing, default routing, or dynamic routing concept. I'm not telling you a story. Okay, we'll discuss here how to configure it, how to configure static routing or default routing or dynamic routing option. Dynamic routing means what? I'm talking about rep configuration or OSPF configuration, BGP configuration, border gateway protocol. So I can show you how to configure. Okay. Clear my point? Puneet, Salman.
Yes.
Now, after routing configuration, we can go for translation. Okay, translation. If you guys remember NAT concept from CCNA classes. So in NAT, we have three type of NAT, right? If we talk about NAT configuration, so we can go with the static NAT option, dynamic NAT option, right? Dynamic NAT. Or you can use PAT. Can anyone tell me the difference? Salman, Puneet. Can anyone tell me the difference in between static, dynamic, and PAT scenario? Puneet?
Yeah, static means one to one, and it will translate one IP to one public IP.
Static NAT is 1-to-1, right?
Yes, yes.
1-to-1. Okay. What about dynamic NAT? Puneet? Puneet?
We can change. I mean, we can change in span of time. Like we can configure.
Static NAT is a 1-to-1 mapping, Puneet. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Got it.
If you have multiple private, for example, you have 20 private IP addresses, and if you want to allow 20 computers to go to outsides, you need 20 public IP. Static NAT is 1-to-1.
Yes.
To create
Dynamic like DHCP. Dynamic NAT will work. We can configure. I mean,
dynamic NAT, we can create a range of public IP, right?
Yes. Yes.
Salman, we can create a range of public IP address in dynamic NAT. What about PAT, everyone? In PAT, you can translate multiple private IP with single public IP. So it's a CCNA concept, everyone, right? It's a CCNA concept. So we can revise, okay, no problem. I will show you I will tell you about the basic configuration again, no problem. But in Fortinet, if you talk about NAT configuration in Fortinet, so we have two type of NAT implementation. Here we can focus on static NAT, and you can go for dynamic NAT, destination NAT configuration. Here we have not static, sorry. It's called source NAT. The first one is called source NAT. And second option, we have what? Destination NAT. So what is source NAT and destination NAT? In this scenario, we can use source NAT, and what is the scenario to use destination NAT concept? I will tell you. I will tell you both the scenarios. Now to configure source and destination NAT on Fortinet firewall device, we have two configuration option here. We have two configuration option. First option is what? Firewall policy NAT. Second option we have, it's called central NAT concept. It means in firewall policy NAT, we will focus on how to configure source NAT, how to configure destination NAT. Same source and destination NAT we can configure in central NAT. So only this NAT option, okay, only this NAT topic will take minimum 2 to 3 hours. with theoretical and practical implementation. So NAT we are using for translation, right everyone? NAT we are using for translation. But to allow your traffic through the firewall device, you can configure firewall policy. In case if you are working with Palo Alto firewall device, Checkpoint firewall device, Cisco Firepower Threat Defense, so these firewall devices are called JBF firewall, or you can say zone-based firewall. In case if you are working with any zone-based firewall device, okay, so the concept is if you want to allow traffic from one zone, for example, this is a LAN zone, this portion is a WAN zone. So to allow your traffic from one zone to another zone, you need to configure policy. Like in Palo Alto, you can configure security policy. Okay, in Checkpoint firewall device, you can configure access policy. In Cisco Firepower Threat Defense, you can configure access control policy. But Fortinet is not a zone-based firewall. Okay, Fortinet is not a zone-based firewall device. In Fortinet, concept is what? If you want to allow traffic from one interface to another interface, if you want to allow your traffic from one interface to another interface, you need to configure firewall policy. So firewall policy to allow your traffic, NAT option for translation. So here we can focus on how to work with multiple firewall policy. Okay, if I'm working in a network and I have a big network, for example, I want to configure 100 firewall policy, 200 firewall policy, or 500 firewall policy. So how to create multiple firewall policy with graphical page through CLI option? Okay, what is the condition? How to work with firewall policy? How to delete? How to disable? How to edit? We'll discuss everything, okay, about firewall policy here. So firewall policy to allow your traffic, but for translation, you can use NAT option. Now, as per your policy, for example, traffic is traveling, okay? You have a firewall device, and this inside machine can go on outside. This inside machine can access outside this server. As per your firewall policy, traffic is traveling from one interface, for example, port number 2 to port number 1. Traffic is traveling from one interface to another interface. Perfect, no problem. So this inside machine is traveling to outside. So within a session, my point is what? Within a session, this inside machine is trying to download a file. And maybe this file is infected with some malicious code. Maybe if this file is infected with some malicious code, so only your firewall policy cannot detect any malicious information. Only your firewall policy cannot detect. Clear my point, Puneet, Salman?
Yes.
Yes,
Only
yes,
your firewall policy cannot detect malicious information. No. Here you can use next generation firewall features. Here you can work with next generation firewall features. So this web filtering, application control, antivirus, you can add one more topic here. You can add one more topic. It's called file filter. So these are what? These are called next generation firewall features. For example, see, I told you this, if this inside machine is trying to access any file from outside, and maybe this file is infected with some malicious code, maybe it is infected with virus. In that case, what you can do, you can create antivirus profile. Right now, I'm giving you a basic idea, okay? We'll discuss each topic because we have a separate session, okay, on each next generation firewall feature. Right now, I'm giving you idea. So what you can do, you can create antivirus profile here. And this profile you can attach with your firewall policy. You can attach with your firewall policy. So this time, This time your firewall can detect malicious information within a live session. Your firewall can detect virus behalf of antivirus signature database. What is antivirus signature database? Okay, and what license are required to utilize antivirus feature? I will show you. Okay, I will tell you. But here, let's talk about basic options. So antivirus profile you can create, and now it can detect malicious information and can take action based on your configuration. For example, you want to block, you want to detect, you can take action. So Fortinet is a next generation firewall. It can detect virus, malware, spyware. Now, in case if you want to monitor, block any application, so yes, you can go with application control. In Fortinet, you can say application control. In Palo Alto Firewall, you can say app ID concept. In Cisco Firepower Threat Defense, you can say app ID concept. Okay, so application control is what? For example, I want to block Facebook application. I want to block YouTube application. I want to block complete category. For example, I want to block all gaming category application. Yes, you can do this. You can do this with application control profile. So how to work with application control? We'll discuss. What is web filtering? With web filtering, you can work with any specific URL, or in case if you want to block, monitor any URL category, you can do this. In Fortinet, you can say web filtering, but in Palo Alto, URL filtering. In Firepower, URL filtering. In Checkpoint, URL option. So with web filtering, you can work, for example, I have this website. I want to block this website in my organization. I don't know anything about this URL, but I want to block. So you can do this. You can do this with web filtering concept. You can do this with web filtering. Clear now? What about file filter? So in file filter, you can work with file extension, or you can work with file type. File type, for example, in my organization, I don't want to allow any exe file, PDF file, docs file. No one can upload or download. So you can go with file filter concept. So guys, these are what? These are called next generation firewall features. Salman, clear for you? Puneet?
Yes, yes.
Puneet, any question?
No questions.
Okay, next option is what? Next topic is firewall authentication. So what is firewall authentication? What is firewall authentication? So see, I told you, as per firewall policy, traffic can travel from one interface to another interface. Perfect. For example, this 192.168.10.10 is trying to communicate with 8.8.8 and traffic is traveling. So as a firewall administrator, if I'm trying to verify log message, okay, for example, I have a firewall policy rule. Okay, I have a firewall policy rule, for example, rule 1. It's a policy name, okay? It's a policy name. So I have a rule. As per this rule, this inside machine can go outside, can access 8.8.8, can talk to 8.8.8, traffic is traveling. So as a firewall administrator, in case if I want to verify log information, if someone will hit onto this policy, I want to verify log information. So in log, what I have IP address information only. I have source IP address information. I have destination IP address information. That's it. I don't have full visibility. I don't have full visibility. I don't know which user account is trying to access this malicious file, which user account is trying to click on malicious link. I don't know. I have only IP address information. So for full visibility, what you can do, you can go with firewall authentication concept. For full visibility, you can go with firewall authentication concept. In firewall authentication concept, we can add user account information with our policy. So for user account, you have two options. You can create user account in local database, in local storage, local Fortinet Firewall storage you can create in case if you are working in a small network. So yes, you can do this. You can create user account in local database, and these user accounts you can use in your configuration. In case if you are working in a big network, in a domain scenario, and if you have any remote authentication server, for example, you have Radius or TechX or LDAP. How to configure Radius, TechX, LDAP? This is not our task, okay? This is not our task. For Radius, for TechX, we have separate administrator, okay? For Radius and TechX, in Cisco, we have a separate book, separate device, ICE. And for LDAP, or you can say for Microsoft Active Directory, we have server administrator. So as a firewall administrator, what we can do? We can integrate our firewall device with remote authentication server. So I can show you how to integrate. All the user accounts are available into the centralized database. So I can show you how to create user account in local database, how to utilize, how to attach with policy for full visibility, or in case if you want to go for remote authentication server. So yes, I can show you with LDAP. I can show you how to integrate your firewall device. So firewall authentication is for full visibility. Clear, Shalman, Puneet?
Yes.
Yes.
What about virtual domain? Virtual domain is what? In Fortinet, you can say virtual domain. Okay. In Cisco, you can say virtual firewall. In Palo Alto, you can say virtual system. So you can divide your single firewall box into multiple virtual firewall appliance, multiple virtual firewall device. This concept is called VDOM concept, or you can say virtual domain. Okay. So where we can use this concept, for example, I have a firewall device. Okay, I have a firewall device. Okay, and this firewall is connected with a switch. And in LAN side, I have multiple departments. Okay, multiple departments. For example, I have a sales department, HR department, marketing department, for example. So in case for each department, or you can say for each VLAN, if I want dedicated appliance, dedicated firewall device, because I want to configure a separate type of NAT policy, separate type of firewall policy, separate type of VPN configuration, separate type of routing configuration in each department. Okay, you can say I want dedicated firewall box for each VLAN. So in case if you are going with 3 physical boxes, so what about cost? If you are going with 3 physical appliance, so what we can do, that's why we have a solution. What we can do, we can divide. We can buy a single big box, and with the help of license, we can divide our single appliance, single firewall device into multiple virtual firewall device. What we have, we can divide in marketing, sales, and HR. Okay, for example, this is sales firewall device, this is HR firewall device, and marketing. And your interfaces, these are called resources. Interfaces are what? These are called resources. So now this time traffic, this time marketing traffic is traveling via marketing firewall box, sales traffic is traveling via sales firewall device, and HR traffic is traveling via HR firewall device. So how to divide your single firewall box into multiple virtual firewall device, we'll discuss. Okay, we have a proper concept here about virtual domain, how to work with a virtual firewall device. You can say VDOM concept. Now, next concept is layer 2 firewall device. Layer 2 firewall is what? So remember, always you can use your device, you can use your complete box as a layer 3 firewall box or as a layer 2 firewall box. Layer 3 is what? You can say layer 3, or you can say NAT mode firewall device. Layer 2, It's called transparent firewall device. So in case, for example, I have a firewall device, okay? I have a firewall device, and this box is a L3 appliance, everyone. This box is a L3 appliance, layer 3 firewall device. So these interfaces are what? These interfaces are L3 interfaces, everyone. L3 interfaces. So you can configure IP address on each interfaces. And it's a L3 box, so you can configure routing here. Routing, NAT, VPN you can configure. And it's a next generation firewall, so you can utilize next generation firewall feature. But in case if you are using this complete appliance, this complete box as a layer 2 firewall device, so these interfaces are what? These interfaces are called layer 2 interfaces. It's not a switch port, Puneet, Salman. It's not a switch port. It's a layer 2 interface. Everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
It's not a switch port. It's a layer 2 interface. It means we cannot configure IP address here. No. We cannot configure IP address here. We cannot configure routing onto this box. NAT, no. VPN, no. But it's a next generation firewall device. So we can utilize next generation firewall feature. So the point is, in which scenario we can use our layer 2 firewall device, our appliance as a layer 2 firewall device, our appliance as a transparent firewall device. In which scenario? Because we have limitation, right? With the layer 2 firewall device, we have limitation. We cannot configure routing, NAT, VPN, no. So we'll discuss, okay, about scenario, okay, what is the difference in between layer 2 and layer 3, and in which scenario we can use our firewall appliance as a transparent firewall box. Now, login and monitoring, everyone. Login and monitoring. So in login and monitoring, you can verify log information. Okay, to troubleshoot your network, you need logs. For example, if someone will hit on your firewall policy, if someone will hit on your NAT policy, if someone will hit on routing configuration, for example, routing packet loss, someone will hit on application control profile, I want to verify log information for troubleshooting. Okay, so here you can verify all type of logs. Everyone clear my point? Can we take a break for 5 minutes? Puneet, Salman?
Yeah, sure.
Let's take a break for 5 minutes, okay? Yes?
Sir, I have a doubt. What I mean, what is next generation and Fortinet is not next generation firewall?
Fortinet is the next generation firewall device. Fortinet, Palo Alto, Checkpoint, Cisco, Firepower, Threat Defense. It's a next generation firewall.
Okay.
Puneet.
Got it. I mean,
If you
what is the difference between the next generation and non-next? I mean,
it's not a non-next generation. You can say second generation, Puneet.
second generation. Okay.
For example, Cisco ASA.
Okay.
Cisco ASA is a second generation firewall. It means this firewall can filter your traffic, based on L3 and L4 information only, Puneet.
Okay.
You can filter your traffic based on L3 means what? IP, right, Puneet?
Yes, IP.
And L4 means what? Service or protocol.
Yes.
So in case if you are working with any second generation firewall device, so it can filter your traffic based on L3 and L4 information only. Clear? Limitation?
Yes,
Clear, Puneet?
yeah. It's
Fortinet, Palo Alto, Firepower, Checkpoint, these are what? These are next generation firewall. See, this firewall can detect application. This firewall can detect malicious link, URL, website. This firewall can detect viruses. This firewall can detect file extension.
okay. It's
Clear?
advanced. Yeah.
Let's take a break for 5 minutes, okay? Then we can continue. So,
Okay. Thank you.
Please wait.
Okay.
Everyone, can you hear me? Puneet, Salman?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's continue our topic now. So here we have next topic is what login and monitoring, everyone. Okay. So my point is whenever anyone will hit on your firewall policy, okay, whenever anyone will hit on your application control or web filtering, Puneet, please turn off your mic. Okay, so I can verify the log information. Log is what? Log we are using for troubleshooting. So to store your log, you have two options. Okay, you can go with local database. Okay, you can store all logs in local storage, or you can say local database. Or in case if you want to send all your logs on remote logging server, okay, maybe in your network, you have remote logging server, for example, syslog server. Maybe you have SNMP, or in case in Fortinet, if you go in Fortinet, we have a dedicated appliance for logs. It's called FortiAnalyzer. Okay, FortiAnalyzer. It's a device, everyone, and it's a part of NSC 5 training. So after NSC 4, you can plan. Okay, in case if you're looking for FortiAnalyzer training, so FortiAnalyzer is a part of NSC 5. Okay, so in our training, I can show you. In our training, I can show you how to send logs on remote logging servers like SNMP and syslog. I can show you with practical. Okay. Now, in case if you want to capture your packet, capture your packet information. So you can go with graphical page, or you can go with CLI command. For packet capturing, CLI command is popular. Okay, diagnose sniffer command we can use to capture our traffic, capture our packet information. So login and monitoring is an important topic. Okay, where you can verify all type of logs, system logs, VPN logs, okay, routing logs, all type of logs you can verify. Next topic is what? Chapter number 12 and 13. These two topics, everyone, it's related with VPN concept. Only these two topics can take 5 to 6 hours minimum. First, we'll focus on what is VPN, what is virtual private network, why we are using VPN concept, what is the benefit to use VPN, what is encryption, what is hashing, what is authentication key. If you talk about implementation, so we have two type of implementation here in Fortinet. We can go with IPsec VPN, or you can go with SSL VPN option. IPsec, in IPsec we can go with site-to-site VPN connectivity, site-to-site VPN connectivity. For example, okay, for example, you have two branch office A and branch office B. If you want to connect these two branch office over this public network, over this untrusted network, so you can establish a VPN tunnel here. You can establish a VPN tunnel, and this tunnel is called site-to-site VPN tunnel. So first we'll focus on what is IPsec. What is IPsec phase 1, phase 2, what is ISAC EMP, what is IKE, what is ESP protocol. Then we can go for IPsec site-to-site VPN practical. And for site-to-site, we have 3 lab. We can go with route base. Okay, we can go with policy base. Third lab we have in site-to-site VPN implementation is template-based site-to-site VPN. So only chapter number 12 will take minimum 2 to 3 hours. Only IPsec VPN. After that, you can go for SSL VPN. See, so I told you, we have two type of VPN, right? We have two type of VPN, site-to-site, or you can go with remote access VPN. Okay, first option is site to site, or you can go with remote access. So in site to site, we are connecting multiple branch office. Okay, one branch office in Delhi, one branch office in Bangalore, one branch office in Hyderabad. So you can go with site to site VPN connectivity. In remote access VPN, outside user, you can say outside user, or remote user, you can say, or home user, you can say, he's trying to access company private resources. For example, this is VPN gateway device, and this portion is a DMZ portion. Okay, in DMZ side, you have multiple servers. For example, web server, FTP server, SMTP server. So this outside user, he's trying to access company private resources over this public network. So he need to establish a connection first. He has simple Wi-Fi modem at his home, you can say. Okay, he has internet connectivity. So from outside, he's trying to access private resources, so he can establish a connection first. And this connection is called remote access VPN connection. He can establish his connection with mobile phone, laptop, desktop. It's called remote access VPN. Yes, Salman. Yes.
So for the remote access VPN, we are using any separate software to access this one, or we are creating a connection?
Sorry, your question is not clear. Can you please repeat your question again?
Actually, for the remote access VPN, we
Mhm.
are using separate software like in my company, we are using the Global Protect.
Okay, okay, you're talking about VPN client application, right, Salman?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just asking. This
In
is the
Fortinet,
remote access VPN.
in Fortinet, we have 40 client.
40 client. Okay.
Okay,
So we are using for the remote.
Actually, we have two options. In
Okay.
remote access VPN, we have two options. You can go with web mode, you can go with tunnel mode. Okay, in tunnel mode, we'll discuss about 40 client option. And in web mode, you can establish your connection with browser.
Okay, fine.
I will tell you this option.
Yeah, sure. I'm just asking. This is the
No problem. But in remote access VPN, yes, you need VPN client application.
okay.
Okay, like in Fortinet, in Fortinet, we have 40 client. In Cisco, you can go with Cisco Any Connect. In Checkpoint, we have mobile application. In Palo Alto, you have Global Protect application. So
Yes,
in every vendor, we have VPN client application. Okay.
Okay, fine, sir. Got it.
Okay, so to configure side to side everyone, Puneet, any question here? Puneet?
No questions.
Okay, so for side to side, we can go with IPsec option. But for remote access VPN configuration, you can go with IPsec, or you can use SSL option for remote access VPN configuration. So now the point is which option is popular? Okay, which option is popular for remote access VPN configuration? Because here we have two options, IPsec and SSL. So we'll discuss what is the difference. We'll discuss here what is the difference in between IPsec and SSL, and which one is a popular option. I will tell you. In SSL, we have two options. We have web mode, and you can go with tunnel mode. So we have two labs. So only these two topics, everyone. Chapter number 12 and 13. Only these two topics will take minimum 5 to 6 hours. Next, high availability. In Fortinet, you can say high availability. In Palo Alto, you can say high availability. In Cisco, you can say failover concept. Okay, in Checkpoint, you can say clustering. So what is high availability? So for example, I have a firewall device here. Okay, I have a firewall device. And a small topology, you can say a small topology. Into this topology, everything is working fine. Everything is working fine. Okay, we have IP address on interface, IP address on interfaces, on LAN interface, for example, WAN interface. We have routing configuration, policy configuration, NAT configuration. You can say traffic is traveling through this firewall device. But the problem is here we are working with a single firewall device. Here we have a single firewall device. In case if this complete box goes down, you will lost your connectivity. Your LAN user, they cannot go on internet site. So what we can do for backup, we can add one more firewall device here. So this is firewall box 1. This is firewall box 2. So we can add one more appliance here for backup, you can say, for standby, you can say, for high availability, you can say. This is switch number 2. This is switch number 1. This is ISP portion, everyone. I'm giving you basic idea right now, okay? We'll discuss in detail about high availability. So here we have second firewall device, LAN portion. In between firewall box 1 and firewall box 2, we need a link. It's called failover link. It's called HA link, you can say. HA link. Through this HA link, firewall box 1 is sending hello packet to firewall box 2. If we talk about high availability, we have 2 mode. We can go with active passive high availability, or you can go with active high availability. Active passive means what? We can utilize only one firewall box into our high availability cluster. Like here we have 2 firewall devices, right? Here we have 2 firewall devices. So one device is active and one device is what? It is in a passive state, or you can say standby state. All the traffic is traveling via active appliance. And through this HA link, firewall box 1 is sending HA status information or sending hello packet or keep alive packet to firewall box 2. And firewall box 1 is saying what? Hello, I am active. So firewall box 2 status is passive. If this box down and firewall box 2 is not getting any hello packet through this HA link, he can get an idea this box is down now. Now I am going to become active, and now traffic is traveling via this appliance automatically. So what is active passive? What is active active? What is HA port? What is the scenario to implement HA? We'll discuss everything, okay? Only this topic will take minimum 2 hours. Okay, Puneet? Salman?
So,
So this is our topic discussion, everyone, today. We can start our first topic, introduction and initial configuration, from tomorrow. Okay? Our timing is fixed, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, Salman, Puneet? Please share your email
okay,
ID.
sir.
Please share your email ID in WhatsApp group for slides, notes, and for today's session video. Okay, everyone? I will share this video at 12, okay? Because I have another batch now.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir.
Bye, guys. Take
Okay.
care, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Good
you.
night, everyone. Good night. Good night.
Yeah, good night.